It's been a little over a week since the beginning of free agency. Adam Peters has been cooking. But if I ask some of you Commanders fans out there, y'all be acting like he's lacking a little seasoning. Look here, I'm here to tell you uncultured swine a little something. Welcome to Off the Bench, episode 25. Let AP cook. Let's talk about it. What up, what's good, what's happening, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. As I am here, your boy Big Herb, I need to educate some of you Bamas out there. And yeah, I'm talking to some of y'all in the background. Yeah, behind him, yeah, that's the guy who I'm talking to. You, stop being dumb. And I bet you're asking me like, yo, Herb, why are you coming at me aggressive? Why are you coming at me with Black Air Force energy? I'm coming at you this way because, dude, you got PTSD from the prior administration. You're not used to winning the right way. You're not used to doing the smart decisions. You're not coming in here and thinking logically. This is what your boy Big Herb is here for. I'm here to help you guys understand the actual way to win in the off season. Not just signing big names like Bruce Smith and Deion Sanders like we did in 01. And no shade on any of those guys. Those are Hall of Fame players, the greats do it, but they were great at their time, not when they came here. We PTSD from like shit like Albert Haynesworth. We got PTSD from Adam Archuleta. We got all these big names that we paid for that didn't pan out here. We got to think logically. We got to think smart. We got to make the best business decisions. Like the homie Nino Brown said in New Jack City.
My brother, it's always business, never personal.
That's the only way to go, is business, never personal. We done got all the way to the NFC Championship, and we got some dumbass fans out here talking about like, oh, we need to fire Adam Peters because he don't know what he doing. That motherfucker has been to way more Super Bowls in the last 25 years than we've been since the early 90s. The 80s. The man knows what he's doing. Making better picks, making better signings, knowing how to put a football team together. Do I need to go ahead and fill you in on his resume one quick go round? Let me do that for you. He was with New England when they was winning all those Super Bowls. He was a scout. He knows how to find the guys. He was an executive for a high-ranked executive for the Denver Broncos when Peyton Manning won his last Super Bowl. He was part of the 49ers group he was the assistant GM over there when they were winning, going to multiple Super Bowls. Did they win? No. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes there. Look, he killing it. You can't take anything away from him. He knows how to put a fucking team together. And you dumb fucks back there need to go ahead and learn how to shut the fuck up and let him cook. Yes, I'm talking to you. So, before we get down to the nitty gritty, let's talk about some of the moves that he made over the last week. Because it's been a minute since I've been on here. So let's get back to it because it's been a busy weekend. I'm not even going to get into details, but I am going to get into details about this team. So let's get to it. The re-signing of Marcus Mariota. Good move. We need to go ahead and have a quality backup. And you already seen them work last year. Were they against great teams? No. I'm not expecting him to go out there and win me 15 games. I'm not expecting him to win me 10. I'm not expecting him to win 7. Why? Because we have JD5. I just need you to be there just in case shit happens. He's insurance. Then you got guys who just re-signed roster spots. Jeremy McNichol, KJ Osborne, Trent Scott, Michael Dieter, Cleveland Farrell, Jacob Martin, Dietrich Wise, Eddie Goldman, Jalen Holmes, Sheldon Day. We already signed Kinlaw, Bobby Wagner, Noah Igbenogany is another name. Jonathan Jones, who, by the way, I think is actually a really good run-stopping cornerback, and we'll get back to that in a second. Will Harris, a thumper. Zane Gonzalez and Tressway. These guys right here that we just picked up. Not only are you addressing the team needs, because guys, we needed to resign like 20-something our people. We needed to sign our kickers and punters, and we need these guys out here. We needed to go ahead and address the running defense. The running defense was worst in the league. Ass, doo-doo, booty juice, whatever, dumpster fire, whatever you want, whatever adjective you want to use. We were dog shit with it. Adam Peters addressed the run defense. Yeah, they're not sparkling little names like Max Crosby or Myles Garrett or even Trey Hendrickson. But he got the job done because we need to go ahead and pick up these guys. We've been Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, just to name a few guys who have been kicking our asses. We need to address the defensive run. We were last in the league. He addressed it. So guys, stop tripping about that shit. We have to think logically. And here's the thing. I even know as far as like when people sit here and look at the stuff that we're doing, they probably thinking, oh, we're not doing enough. Guys, not only are we doing enough, even the rest of the league even notices that we're doing good. I mean, just take down, just to bring this up, NFL Network has power rankings before as free agency is going along. They got us as number 6. And shout out to, and I hope I'm not going to butcher his last name, Eric Edelman. He's the lead draft writer for the lead draft writer for the NFL Network. He writes, the Commanders likely were always going to be aggressive this offseason, but when Jalen Daniels started balling out this last season and the team moved into the ranks of presumptive contenders, their focus apparently tightened. That's when you started seeing targeted, go-for-it trades for Deebo Samuels, Laramie Tunsil. Those have been 2 of the biggest moves so far, but the remainder of the additions, and there have been plenty, to this point have been on the defensive side of the ball, which still needs help, while the offense is pretty darn not close. Most of these acquisitions on defense were smaller upgrades at best. And don't forget, Washington also released Jonathan Allen. So we have to keep our expectations fair here, especially knowing Commanders have used a good amount of their draft capital via trades, both for this year and next. Guys, we are it's not just me just spitting shit. We got people around the NFL that's looking and seeing what we're doing. Multiple people are saying like we made the best pickups and best deals for our team. A+ rating, A ratings. I mean, top tier. Know what the fuck we're doing. So guys, let Adam do his thing. You know why? Because we're in a unique situation. You got to look at it like this. We got guys under like 1 and 2 year deals. A lot of the guys, yes, they're in their late 20s, early 30s. And you ask them like, why haven't we picked up guys like Travarius Ward, DJ Reed, Talanoa Hufanga, just to name a few guys. Those guys was asking for a boatload of money, and we just got outbid. In a situation like that, you have a number, you set it, and let it go. If they don't sign up at that number, then you have to let them walk. Just because you got a shitload of money. It's like I tell my son sometimes. He goes ahead and tells me like, Daddy, I got money. Son, I understand you got money, but you need to make quality payments for things that you want. Value. Don't just go just because you don't get the shit because you got it. Make sound decisions. And if you go ahead and overpay for guys, that's not sound decisions. I mean, look at when the reason why I'm saying like we're in a unique situation. I mean, you gotta realize we got a top 5 caliber quarterback in his rookie year, his rookie deal. I mean, come on, guys. We're in a win now situation, and we have to play soundly, and we have to do this shit smart. That's why, as far as like when you look at guys who franchises like the Cincinnati Bengals, they didn't do shit the right way. I mean, don't get me wrong. You solidified T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I'm happy for you. But you could have got both of them for cheaper last year. And shit came back to bite you in the ass. You're paying Jamar Chase $40 million. He's the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL history, making $40 million a year. T. Higgins signed a 4-year deal as well. I think he's making like 117 over the period of the contract, roughly around like $27 million a year. I mean, he's got to be the top paid second receiver in the league. And they could have signed him for cheaper last year. Adam Peters wouldn't have let that shit happen. He wouldn't have let that shit slide because he's smart. And now they're in a situation where they can't even sign Trey Hendrickson. Now, don't get me wrong. Trey Hendrickson, great player. Led the league in sacks last year. Do I want him? Yeah, I want him. But not at the expense of losing everything that we got. Number one, you're looking at it from the standpoint of this. He's gonna make over $30 million if you get him, because you got to re-sign him to a longer term deal. Paying $30 million for a 30-year-old on the backside of 30, like he's 30 now. I'm not willing to pay that much because he's not Myles Garrett. I'm sorry. You're good, but you're not generational good. There's tiers to this shit. There's levels, like Meek Mill said, there's levels to this shit. You got Myles Garrett, you got Max Crosby, and then you got Trey Hendrickson. Good player, but he's not Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is making $40 million right now, a year. Max Crosby, $35 million a year. Trey Hendrickson, he's going to accent between those two. I'm not willing to do that shit on the back end of 30. I'm sorry. I'm just not willing to do that. And then on top of that, the Bengals are asking for like a number 1 pick.
Nigga, what?
Fuck you. Okay. You got me fucked up because you fucked up. Not happening. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that shit. I'm going to be smart while I'm doing this. And then you look at it like this, guys. We're in a situation right now with our draft picks. Currently, this is what we at. In the first round, we got the 29th pick overall. Second round, we got a 61 overall. We just got a 4th round back with the trade from the Texans at 128. 6th round pick, 205. 7th round pick, 245. That's it. 5 picks. Gotta be smart about this. So in this situation, I wouldn't trade for Hendrickson. Me personally, I wouldn't even. I would trade down for both my 1st and 2nd round pick. You look at it as far as like this. We're drafting so late in the 1st round, you might as well say that's a glorified 2nd round pick. You can get multiple picks for that. You probably can get 2, maybe 3 out of it. Me personally, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting me at least, if I could get a number 2 and a number 3, or see if somebody got a 2, a 3, and next year's 3. Give me that. Then on top of that, I would trade the number 2 pick for multiple picks. I need lower 3rd round, 4th and 5th round picks. I need those. What you gonna do? That's what I would do personally. And it's not a bad move because we know whenever Adam Peters gets those picks, he's gonna cook. Let that man do his job. He's the chef. That's what I'm calling him from now on. AP the chef. So yeah, but just a few guys who I will pick up in the and I picked up some of these notes from off of NFL Network. Some guys who I would like to pick up in the trade, because you got to look at as far as with this draft, is littered with top defensive line. That's defensive end and tackles, running backs, tight ends. It's top heavy for receivers, so just to add one more in there too. But they're never going to pick off of needs. They're going to pick best player available. If you looked at the draft or even how Adam Peters picks, he always picks best player available. And this is there's a few guys who I will pick up. Omarion Hampton, UNC running back. Hampton is a true 3-down back who could take over the running back 1 duties for a team this fall. The North Carolina product is big but nimble, even if he's occasionally leaves some meat on the bone as a runner. I kind of want it. That's who I really want the most. Travion Henderson, OSU running back. I fucking hate Ohio State. I'm a Michigan fan, but I'm also a Maryland fan. But yeah, fuck Ohio State. But the players coming out of there are pretty productive. So, Travion Henderson. Henderson profile as a 3-down back, even if he could use a running mate. And we have, what's his name? B-Rob over there. So he got a running mate over here if he comes here. His polished skill sets project nicely to the NFL, though he might never be a true Sunday star. I don't need you to be a star. I need you to be. We got JD5 as a star. I just need you to do your job. If you could break away a few runs, great. Mike Green, Marshall, defensive end. Now, here's what I'm looking at for this situation. Green has some character issues, and maybe those character issues, if it's not anything bad anymore, we can go ahead and use that for getting him late in the first round. Green had to answer some character issue questions, denying past sexual assault accusations while addressing his previously murky departure from the Virginia football team at the Combine. If those issues are fully vetted, he can end up the first or second pass rusher off the board with an explosive game that combines speed and physicality. Now, also, he played for Marshall. Marshall doesn't play a lot of top teams like the SEC or the Big Ten. So, but it's something to look at. Last but not least, Matthew Golden, Texas wide receiver. Fast rising prospect with a good slugging percentage, whose deep speed, 4.29 in the 40, wasn't always maximized in college. Golden could end up the number 1 receiver in this draft. He reminds a lot of people like early career Brandon Cooks. Me personally, I wouldn't mind if he's available at the number 1 pick for us, our 29th overall pick. I take him. But like I said, guys, this draft is littered with talent in positions that we actually do need, and we don't have to reach for it. It's gonna be there. But yeah, guys, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. We're at 72 subscribers right now. Let's try to get to 100. Tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, and your friends' friends about this podcast. I'm here to talk about Commander stuff, man. I mean, I love it. You guys love it. Let's go and work together, guys. Hit that like, share, subscribe in there. Help a brother out. Help me grow so I can do more. And if you want to talk to me personally, you could DM me at Off the Bench. That's OFFDABENCH_HTTC on IG. Guys, like we always do, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Peace.
Yo, you made it to the end of Off the Bench. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Man, look, it ain't gonna cost you that much. It ain't gonna cost you anything at all. Just press that like, that share, and subscribe. Help a brother out, man.